and today I'm going to be doing my 6th installment of my Conspiracy Theory Thursday series. Now I know what you're thinking, you look a little different. I know, I got my hair dyed. I love it so much, you guys. Enough about me, let's get started with the video. Today is more of like a disappearance kind of video instead of like conspiracy theories, but the conspiracy theories revolve around her death. And by her, I mean ELISA LAM. She was 21 years old and Canadian, and I'm going to withhold all the other information. So let's just jump into the video. So as I've already stated, ELISA LAM lived in Canada, but she went to LA for some reason. We don't really know why, but she was in the Cecil Hotel. That was the place where her body was found. They did have a rooftop water tank where it just stored all the water so that the people staying there, the guests, that they could have like bath water and stuff like that, and like water to like drink out of. So ELISA LAM had already been disappeared for weeks. Nobody knew where she was. And somebody reported to the managers of the hotel that the water tasted weird and stuff like that, like it just didn't taste right. He said that he could not describe how it tasted, he just said that it tasted wrong, and so to see if they could look into it and why that was happening. Whenever they did, they went up to the rooftop water tank, and whenever they opened like the door or whatever, they found ELISA LAM's decaying body inside of the water. If you think about it, that is literally disgusting. Guests in the hotel had been brushing their teeth, bathing, and drinking out of the water that she was decomposing in. The last sightings of her was shown in a video from the elevator, and she was acting particularly strange, and I will play the video right now. So if you could see, she was just like hitting the buttons and she was like looking around. It's really, really strange. What her disappearance was ruled as a suicide, but she did have a bipolar disorder, and she was very, very open about it on her various forms of social media. So everybody just assumes that that is the reason why she died, is that she killed herself. That could be the case, because whenever people have a disorder, it can cause them to do very serious harm to themselves. But some people don't think that's what happened, and this is what this video is for. The first conspiracy theory is that she was murdered by one of the hotel workers or something like that, and she did have a Tumblr blog, and in her blog she basically said that there was a bunch of creepers in the hotel, and she was basically just hinting that someone was following her, which in the video footage provided by the hotel, it did show her after she hit the buttons looking around and stuff like that, so she could be playing hide and seek with her killer. Personally, I don't think that that was the case, because there wasn't really any suspects leading up to this. So, I mean, if there isn't any suspects, then I don't see why it would be a murder. Also, the ladder to go up to the water tank, it would be very difficult to climb up it while holding somebody. So, I just really don't think that happened. What's also weird, I might add, is that on her Tumblr blog, she had various posts that were posted after her death, which is really weird, but everybody was saying that basically like her posts were like on private or something like that, and Tumblr basically uploaded them because the user was away for a while. I don't know if that's the case, I'm just saying that's pretty weird, thought I'd add it. But the reason why people were saying that a hotel worker murdered her is because the way that she got up to the water tank, she couldn't have really done that by herself. There would have to be an employee to get her up to the water tank. She got there an alarmed door and a 3-meter ladder. It was also said that workers had to have a ladder to even get up to look into the water of the tank. So people were just wondering how she even got up there in the first place. They did have ladders for the workers, so that's the whole entire reason why they were saying that she was murdered, is because it's honestly impossible how she got up to the water tank. We still don't know to this day how she did, but I don't know, there's just something in me that's saying that it wasn't a murder. The next theory is very believable because the history of the hotel kind of backs up this theory. Cecile Hotel was opened in the 1920s, and there were various unsolved murders and suicides that even occurred in this hotel before the disappearance of ELISA. Also in the 1980s, this hotel served as a home for a famed serial killer by the name of Richard Ramirez. And guests also claim that they have been choked by thin air and that it just has like a very, very dark edge in the hotel. A woman even mysteriously died from choking, but her assassin never was found. So we don't really know what happened with that, but basically she was strangled to death. There's a lot of pretty strange things that have went on in this hotel, so I think that it might make sense that it was something paranormal, and that would also describe why ELISA was hitting the buttons so many times and stuff like that, like she might have been like possessed by a spirit and stuff like that. I'm Christian, so I fully believe in all that kind of stuff. So I think that that is a big possibility that ELISA LAM is deceased now today because of a spirit. So something that kind of branches off of this theory is that she was playing the elevator game. Now, if you are a big watcher in conspiracy theories and stuff like that, or even if you watch Shane Dawson, then I feel like you are very familiar with the elevator game. But if you aren't, I am here to tell you what it is. Basically, it is a Korean-made game, and you have to have one elevator. I don't think that you can have anybody in the elevator, and you have to hit a certain combination of numbers, and it'll take you into a parallel universe. I don't believe it, but everybody was saying that that is what she was doing in the elevator with all the buttons. I don't really believe that one because, number one, I don't believe the elevator game, and number two, why would that explain her death? Another theory is that her death was based off of a movie and she basically like played along with it. I don't know. A film called Dark Water. In the article, it doesn't say really anything much about the movie, but it's basically just saying that all this paranormal stuff was happening, and then this person ended up dead in a water tank in a hotel. So it's basically the same exact case as ELISA LAM, and this movie was before she died. So if you want to go watch that movie, I'm sure that you can. I don't really know much what it's about, but yeah. That is all for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below any suggestions, and I will definitely do them. I don't know what time I'll do them, but I will do them. Exposing the world's secrets one video at a time. I will see you in the next one. Bye.